What if I told you there's a motorcycle that'll make you question every bike you've ever ridden? A machine so sharp, so aggressive, it doesn't just ride the road, it dominates it. But here's the brutal truth. The 2020 KTM Duke 790 isn't for the faint of heart. Miss one critical detail and this beast could leave you regretting your decision or worse. Let's dive deep, no fluff, just facts. The design Streetfighter or over-designed? Look at this thing. It's not just a bike, it's a statement. KTM went full mad scientist here, aggressive angles, that signature beak, and a stance that screams, "Try me." But here's the question. Is this cutting-edge design, or just trying too hard? And let's be real, that exhaust, it looks like it was designed by someone who's never actually parked near a curb. One wrong lean and screech, there goes your weekend. But design means nothing if the performance doesn't back it up, and oh, does this thing deliver. The engine, controlled chaos. This 7999cc parallel twin isn't just powerful, it's a predator. 105 horsepower, 87 Nm torque, and a throttle response so sharp, it'll have you questioning your life choices by second gear. Ever had a bike try to yeet you into the next dimension? Because the Duke 790 will, especially if you leave traction control off. Don't do that. But here's the catch. This engine is brutal in the city. Too twitchy, too aggressive. If you're stuck in traffic, you'll be praying for open road. Or a sedative. Which brings us to the real test. How does it handle when you push it to the edge? Handling, razor or blunt tool. This bike turns. The Duke 790 isn't just agile, it's telepathic. Flick it into a corner and it obeys like it's reading your mind. The steel trellis frame? Lightweight perfection. The WP suspension? Firm, but so precise. But here's the cold truth. If you're a new rider, this bike will humble you fast. That razor-sharp handling means zero room for error. One clumsy input and you're in the guardrail. So it's fast, it's sharp, but can you actually live with it? Comfort, practicality. Daily rider or weekend warrior. Let's cut the BS. The Duke 790 is not a tourer. That seat, firmer than your ex's excuses. The riding position, leaned forward like you're perpetually late for a fight. And storage, what storage? You get a grand total of 0 cubic inches of where do I put my phone? Real convenient, KTM. But here's the thing, if you want comfort, buy a sofa. This bike is for riders who live for the thrill. And speaking of thrills, electronics, high-tech or overkill? The Duke 790 packs every electronic aid short of a self-destruct button. Traction control, cornering ABS, ride modes, quick shifter. This thing's smarter than most riders. But here's my question. Do you really need all this? If you're a pro, you'll love it. If you're a beginner, and let's just say rain mode exists for a reason. Now, the moment you've been waiting for, the real deal breaker. The verdict, who should and shouldn't buy this bike? The Duke 790 isn't just a motorcycle, it's a litmus test. If you crave adrenaline, if you live for precision, if you demand the sharpest tool in the shed, this bike will ruin all others for you. But if you want relaxed rides, practicality, or forgiveness, walk away, because this machine doesn't compromise, and neither should you. Still here? Then you're ready for the final secret most reviewers won't tell you. At the end of the day, the Duke 790 isn't about logic, it's about passion. It's for the rider who needs that edge, that raw connection, that unapologetic thrill. So tell me in the comments, are you ready to tame this beast or will it tame you? Hit like if this review saved you from a bad decision. Subscribe for no-nonsense bike truths and ride safe, because this bike won't.